Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are reviewing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, I have been seeing a couple of mixed reviews online about it. People don't really like it. People say it's different. For me, I gotta say first, I'm a little bit sick, so you may hear my voice kind of like cough, whatever, but I'm gonna try to edit out as much as I can. And yeah, let's just get to the review. So luckily, I was able to watch the movie in 4D because there's a 4D movie theater near me, and usually when there's a Marvel movie coming out, my family and I usually just go see the movie in there, and it's a cool experience. So I gotta say, the 4D definitely made it a lot better. It was really hot in the movie theater though. At least my family was saying that it was really hot. Me personally, I didn't really notice it. But maybe that's because if you don't know, in the 4D, like when Doctor Strange opens up his portals and everything like that, there's like a little heat thing behind your head, and basically, I guess, since obviously if you've seen the movie, you know that he opens up a lot of portals and everything like that, so it kind of got a little hot in there. Oh, and by the way, there are going to be spoilers in here, so if you don't want spoilers, go watch the movie and come back, or just be prepared for spoilers. My problem with this movie, I think that I like the tone. Let's start off with the positives. I like the tone of how dark it was. I didn't expect Wanda to be so murderous. I didn't expect her to be so kill hungry, and I just didn't expect that from the MCU, which, I mean, that part I would say I liked, and I thought it was really cool how they did it differently. I think that some of the shots in the movie were great as well. The cinematography was pretty good. I know some people had trouble with CGI. Personally, I don't really think so. I think that it was fine. I don't really. To me personally, I don't think that there has really been bad CGI in Marvel. And I don't know. I feel like CGI is like something you shouldn't really point out, because I mean, it's even crazy to see how they even got that, like the big giant eye figure. I forgot his name, or the little octopus with the big giant eye. But yeah. Anyways, the movie itself, the pacing was a bit. At some points, I feel like it was going super fast, and at some points, it felt like it was going super slow. And I don't know if they were trying to do that on purpose. Obviously, in the beginning, it started off with the action of Defender Strange, I believe that's what his name was, and America Chavez trying to get the Book of Ashanti and trying to stop the little demon that was after them. Obviously that didn't work. America Chavez, I gotta say, America Chavez, she did her thing, and I think that I can see the potential in her. I think her power is really cool, and I think that she'll work well with the other Young Avengers and stuff like that. If they ever do like a Young Avengers movie, like a Spider-Man or a Kate Bishop, so I think it'd be kind of cool to see how they interact with each other, because I don't think we've seen any like newer heroes, I guess you could say, like, except for like maybe Yelena and Kate Bishop. But other than that, I don't think we've seen anything else. At least that I'm remembering off the top of my head. But back to the movie. I looked a little bit. I looked at a little bit of non-spoiler reviews before I went into the movie, and I heard some good things, some bad things. People were saying that it's really hard to like Wanda, and I would kind of agree to a point. Me personally, I was like, okay, well, I mean, Wanda did lose everything. Come on now, like, you did give him this time stone, stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, I could see Wanda's point of view, right? But man, did she went on a rampage. And I gotta say, when it was Wanda versus the Illuminati people, I gotta say that was fire. That was a firefight. Even though some of the kills were kind of dull, I still like the fight in the battle. I think it was still really cool. But I gotta say, the introduction into the Illuminati, and even going into the different, like when Doctor Strange and America Chavez are going through all the different universes, and how like they had the Paint universe, the cartoon universe, and obviously the universe they come out in, which is like 838, I believe it was. I think it was 838. So don't quote me on that though. And then they got captured, obviously. And then Doctor Strange and America Chavez met the Illuminati. Well, not America Chavez, but Doctor Strange did. And we got to learn what the Illuminati is for people who don't know what the Illuminati is. So it was kind of cool seeing like Black Bolt, obviously Captain Carter, Captain Marvel, which was Monica Rambeau's mom, and obviously Professor X and Reed Richards. The only problem I had with like meeting them, they were way too stuck up, and that doesn't seem like their personality, at least for some people. But I don't know, like how they were like, oh, we're not worried about Wanda, and I guess it makes sense because in their reality, Wanda never lost Vision, and they had their kids, and they lived happily ever after, right? But I don't know. I feel like since their Doctor Strange was bad, they automatically think that every Doctor Strange is bad, which is, I guess, cool. But like, for Reed Richards to be the smartest person like there, he sure is kind of dumb of not thinking of other universes and how other universes have different Stranges and different Wandas, and they're not all trying to plot against you. So I don't know, but I could see where Marvel went and how them mistakenly making Wanda not a big of a threat to them could be reasonable. Now let's get to when they actually died. When Black Bolt died, wow, I was not expecting that, to be honest. I wasn't expecting any of them to die. I thought it was just going to be a cameo, and then Doctor Strange was just going to like run away to go get the Book of Ashanti or something, or the Book of Ashanti. But man, when Black Bolt lost his mouth and blew his head up, that was crazy. I don't know why he would shout, but hey man, it is what it is. I'm guessing he shouted because he was literally just afraid of like, how did my mouth go away or whatever. And I was like, dude, don't shout. You know your voice. You haven't talked the entire movie, and now you want to talk as soon as you lose your mouth. But it is what it is. Reed Richards, the Reed Richards kill was alright. It was alright. To be honest, the head pop at the end of when he's getting ripped up like string cheese was more gruesome than the actual him tearing apart. It actually was. Even when Wanda was like, you got a mom, or is their mom still alive? And then she's like, good, so that means someone will take care of him. Boom, killed him off. And that was hard. That was hard. I'm not gonna lie, that was hard. But it's good to know that Mr. Fantastic is either going to be John Krasinski, because as we know, the variants, they have basically the same. They're basically the same person. Like Benedict Cumberbatch plays Defender Strange and Stephen Strange in our universe. So it's good to see that they play the role the same. That doesn't mean that the MCU's or the 616's MCU version of Reed Richards will be John Krasinski. But it also doesn't mean that it's not going to be him, if it makes sense. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to actually cast him as Mr. Fantastic or not. I know a lot of people were saying that Sue Storm should be his real life wife. What's her name? They're in A Quiet Place. I totally forgot. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about though. And it would be cool. I just feel like John Krasinski is a cool Mr. Is a cool Mr. Fantastic. I think I had to see a little bit more of him. We didn't really get a lot of him, and I think it would be kind of cool to see a little bit more. But back to the whole Illuminati being killed. The Captain Marvel kill was kind of stupid in my opinion. The Captain Carter kill was kind of gruesome. It literally split her in half, which was kind of cool, but you obviously don't get to see anything or anything like that, but it was so cool seeing that Wanda literally cut her in half. But seeing Captain Marvel die was kind of stupid, or Monica Rambeau, because Captain Marvel is like this Superman person. She goes through all of Thanos' ship and everything like that, and then she just dies to a statue being thrown on her. That just doesn't seem like is this Captain Marvel like less powerful than the 616 Captain Marvel, or like what? I don't understand that. Like, yes, I get that they fought or whatever, and maybe she took some blows from him, but that wouldn't stop Captain Marvel, like the Captain Marvel in 616. So like, that really didn't make sense to me. But if someone could explain that to me, go ahead. But after that, we obviously saw Professor X get his neck snapped, which I was not expecting either. I mean, after seeing all the other people die, I didn't know what was gonna happen with Professor X, if they were gonna kill him off or what they were gonna do. So I don't really know what that leads us. And after that, obviously, they got the Book of Ashanti and basically took over Wanda. Obviously, Doctor Strange had to fight like this evil Strange figure. I don't know if that was the one from What If or not, but it is a another evil Doctor Strange. That was pretty cool how they used the musical notes to fight. Yeah, it was alright. At the end, I did like the ending of how like America Chavez kind of stood up for herself and finally actually beat Wanda, because now she knows how to control some of her power at least. So yeah, and obviously Wanda had a realization that she's the monster again. She realized it again. I mean, how many times are we gonna realize that you actually take over people and kind of just are a monster? I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, Wanda probably ain't dead. I don't think that building crushed her. She's probably just maybe sitting in there. Like, she probably just covered herself in rocks, so like she couldn't escape or something. I don't know. But one of my family members did bring up a good point, and they're like, at the end of WandaVision, if she was going towards the good side, how come she turned back to the evil? So it's like going evil to good to evil again. So I could kind of understand where they're coming from. Obviously, Wanda was never really a superhero, I guess you could say. But it is kind of true that the WandaVision timeline, and like if it led up straight after WandaVision, you would kind of be like, okay, Wanda just said she'd be doing good and now she's evil again. So you're like, can you tell us maybe why she's turning evil? Obviously, she wants her kids, but she wanted her kids in the other one, and she said she was fine without it. So why does she need her kids now again? It just felt like a bit of a rerun when we don't really need a rerun of it. Maybe it's like to get people caught up from WandaVision. I don't really know. But yeah, I think that the movie overall isn't bad. I think the 4D definitely helped a lot. If I were to give this like a rating, I think I gave like Morbius like maybe a 5 or a 4. And I watched that one in 4D, and I think that it was pretty good, like in 4D as well. So I would give Doctor Strange maybe like a 7.5. 7.5 sounds about right. It's not the best Marvel movie I've seen. It's also not the worst Marvel movie I've seen. So it's alright. I guess it's just one of those movies where we have to see where it leads to. Because to me personally, I don't know anything about that post-credit scene with that girl and her going back to the Dormammu place. And I don't know if that's just leading to a Doctor Strange 3 or if it's just leading to like a bigger event. I really don't know what it's leading to. And I mean, it's alright. To be honest, I didn't really need that, what's his name? Bruce Campbell, where he's punching himself in the face. I didn't need that post-credit scene. Like, I didn't really want to wait to the credits to see that. Like, I don't know. At least give us a trailer, or like do the trailer thing that you do with Thor at least. But I don't know. Just don't give me that though. That was stupid. I don't know. In my personal opinion, you could have just added Deadpool in there. Make him come through a portal somehow and be like, hey, stop hitting yourself or something. But I don't know. Overall, I was a little bit disappointed because of all the hype that I've seen around this movie. I heard that there was gonna be a bunch of cool cameos, which I guess there was Reed Richards and Professor X, and I guess Black Bolt. Captain Carter's cool, I guess. But like, I don't know. Like, people, I feel like were overhyping this movie a lot, and that they were saying like, oh, this is gonna be huge. And I think I saw a tweet or something like that of someone saying like, this movie has more cameos than Endgame or No Way Home, and I'm like, okay, they better be good then. I don't know if that's because the reshoots made it different. Maybe they had different cameos planned and they just didn't put them in the movie because they had to do some reshoots. But yeah, if I had to give it a rating, 7.5, and that's with the 4D. If it was out the 4D, it'd probably be like a solid 7, and I think that's fine. It's like B tier Marvel movies for me personally, and I think it's not bad. It definitely won't be A or S tier. It's just a solid B. I could see you arguing C, but I think it's a solid B tier movie. And yeah, definitely go check it out for yourselves. I mean, I recommend go watching it if you're still a fan of the MCU. It does still tie into the MCU eventually. With me though, I feel like they're just taking different stories and then they're just kind of throwing them up in the air. I feel like there's no continuous storyline as there was with the previous phases. And I don't know if that has to do with the TV shows or what it has to do with. But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see whatever they bring. So yeah, it's gonna wrap it up, guys. I know this has been a little bit of a longer video. There probably won't be as many cuts as I said there would because it's a long video, and obviously I didn't cough as much as I thought I was going to. But definitely go check out the movie that you said, or definitely go check out the movie Doctor Strange, and yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Definitely go give it a watch. And yeah, it's been your boy. I'm out of here. Peace.